Nctv45, the train, anytime on your time.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
Pizza, because you deserve more. It's 4-star pizza. We deliver to.
And now it's time to get to the birthdays, as we always do. Angelo Medor Jr., happy birthday. Michelle Lagnice, happy birthday. Bob Jennings, happy birthday. Rachel Jones, happy birthday. Marty Barletto, happy birthday. Dottie Searfoss, happy birthday. Anthony Staff, happy birthday. Ruthie Williams, happy birthday. Wade Savage, happy birthday. As we continue on, Joe Scrim, happy birthday. Make sure you get that second piece of birthday cake and celebrate all week long. And Newswatch rolls on as the Shapiro administration reminds folks that and motorists that caution, winter weather coming on the way, and that could only mean snow plows and what have you. Pennsylvania Emergency Management and the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission are advising motorists of caution in traveling and unnecessary travel. And we will keep you up to date right here on NCTV45. Remember that snowplows may be out and about. Allow 6 car lengths behind operating snowplows. Really good idea. And also keep in mind that posted speed limits, they're for drier conditions, not for the snow. And very important that's something you know. January 20th, Saturday at 8:30, Town Mall, food for 1,600 families. The Now Project, Nourishing Others' Well-Being, will be in effect. Remember to keep that in mind. Now, we're going to take this break. We'll be right back. Newswatch rolls on, and, this kind of an important thing to keep the American dream alive. It's home buyers classes. Now, they got the first one in, Introduction to Your Credit Report. This one will be setting financial goals, important for all of us, from 6 to 8 at First Presbyterian Church. And that will be on the 14th, which is, as I look at it, a Sunday, the last one being on Tuesday. So make sure that you check that out. Now, and they've had a lot of positive things come out from that. State of Pennsylvania, and more importantly, the Josh Shapiro administration, they're talking about Pennsylvania Department of Education that was awarded PA Hungry Free Campus grants to 30 institutions of higher education and private licensed schools to combat campus hunger across the Commonwealth. Working very hard with PDE to make sure nobody goes hungry. The Shapiro administration really following up on that. Now, along with that, The DEP has awarded $39.6 million replacing aging diesel fleets with zero emissions vehicles. Now, Mercer County, Tri-County Industries, was awarded $2,785,505 to replace 5 eligible Class 8 refuse trucks with BEV. They will install 3 level chargers, EV chargers, and 1 DC fast EV charger with that. Now, rolling on, and we've told you about this quite a bit, the Newcastle Public Library, well, they're in the news as they're talking about a new program on Saturday the 20th. Boone, a local celebrity therapy dog, will be there, a children's book author and wheelchair user. He'll be visiting the library. Come and meet Boone and hear his story and learn more about ADA accessibility and improvements being made to make the library more inclusive. Boone's book will be available. It's $12.95, and you can get a copy autographed. All proceeds of the book support Joey's PAW, whose a mission to optimize the quality of life for special needs dogs, providing custom wheelchair and prosthetics. Again, this is the library, and make sure that you give a donation to the library as they are improving the library regularly. All donations are tax deductible. For more information, call 724-658-6659, extension 115. And following up with that story, let's head over to Josh, and he'll tell us a little bit more about the library.
Live right in front of the Newcastle Public Library. And speaking of them, they received another additional $50,000 match. The Newcastle Public Library's capital campaign has gotten a boost, which will not only help fund much needed renovations, but enable donors to stretch their gifts. The drive, dubbed Elevate the Newcastle Public Library, has a $200,000 target goal for Phase 1. The primary goal of the campaign is to modernize the elevator, which has been out of service since November. With community donations, that work can begin, eventually enabling the Youth Services Department to return to its home on the second floor. The library is very grateful to everyone who has donated or made a pledge for the library. Director Andrew Henley said, quote, while it seems we have a lot further to go, another generous donor, has made a remarkable pledge. A library patron is offering a dollar-for-dollar match up to $50,000. Henley noted that the person who has requested anonymity has worked in the education field. The donor knows the importance of a library and has seen the positive effects on young scholars, he explained. The generous donation is beyond impactful. Those wishing to make a donation may go to ncdlc.org/elevate or send a check to the Newcastle Public Library at 207 East North Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. The checks must be made out to the Newcastle Public Library with the words Elevate in the memo line. All donations are tax deductible. So great story here from the Newcastle Public Library. Make sure you go check out their website and check out the Newcastle Public Library, of course, open 7 days a week. So I'm Josh Horner reporting live for NCTV45.
Well, Josh, great story there. I thank you. And remember, the library contributes to our community. Make sure you contribute to the library. We're going to be right back after this.
This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine.
Hello and welcome to Lindy's Lunch. Yes, whether it's their great breakfast or, just like it says, lunch, it's great anytime. Yes, it's Lindy's Lunch. For the best, stop by. Give us a call. Hello and welcome to the Cedars Sports Corner Report. Let's get to the NFL. As everybody knows, it's Pittsburgh, the Steelers visiting Buffalo, that game at 1 o'clock. Now, as you cruise to your 4:30 game, and Steelers on CBS, mind you, 4:30 on Fox, Green Bay at Dallas. And then your nightcap featuring the LA Rams taking on Detroit, that game on NBC. So, great deal of college or pro football right there. Now, as we get to the NBA, 3:30, Indiana at Denver. Charlotte visits the Miami Heat, that game at 6 o'clock. Sacramento at Milwaukee, that game at 7. The LA Clippers at Minnesota, that game at 7. And the Phoenix Suns visiting Portland, that game at 9. So that will skate you over to, the NHL. And not a large amount of games here, as Washington takes on the New York Rangers, 1 o'clock, NHL Network. Detroit takes on Toronto, 7 o'clock on the Plus. Takes you over to college basketball. And college basketball, a large lineup yesterday. Today, no different. Games start at noon. Georgetown at UConn, that game on Fox. Rutgers at Michigan State, noon, that on the Big Ten Network. 1 o'clock. Cleveland State at Green Bay, 1 o'clock on the Plus. 2 o'clock. St. Peter's takes on Manhattan, that game on the Plus. Gets you to 3 o'clock. Liberty at Louisiana Tech, that game on ESPN2. 4 o'clock sees Delaware at UNC Wilmington, CBS Sports Network. 5 o'clock, Utah takes on Stanford, Pac-12 Network. Your nightcap in college basketball, Washington taking on UCLA. That game at 7 o'clock on the Pac-12 Network. Now, head over to Cedars, get some great food, and by all means, enjoy the games. We're going to take a time out. We'll be right back.
Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Los Amigos! Ladies and gentlemen, if you need a good bite to eat, make sure to check out Los Amigos. They got you covered with things such as tacos, burritos, poca gente. It's Los Amigos. Los Amigos! Los Amigos! Los Amigos!
Welcome back, and now it's time to talk about the winter program classes at the Hoyt. The Hoyt's after school art resumes, and it started on the 9th, which was 2 days ago. And they have great after school programs for grades 1 through 6 as they get back from the holiday break. Now, they talked about World War II this week, and the students will paint a sea fantasy craft, a boat, the floats, and a sketch from other galleries. But next week, classes will be playing a game. Learn about the lines on day 1. These lines create rectangles and tangled black and white patterns. So, interesting enough, they are going to have some pretty great classes. Check out the Hoyt. Now, with that being said, we're going to go to Josh, excuse me, and the library. Josh?
Hello and welcome in, reporting live right in front of the Newcastle Public Library. And speaking of them, they've received another additional $50,000 match. The Newcastle Public Library's capital campaign has gotten a boost, which will not only help fund much needed renovations, but enable donors to stretch their gifts. The drive, dubbed Elevate the Newcastle Public Library, has a $200,000 target goal for Phase 1. The primary goal of the campaign is to modernize the elevator, which has been out of service since November. With community donations, that work can begin, eventually enabling the Youth Services Department to return to its home on the 2nd floor. The library is very grateful to everyone who has donated or made a pledge for the library. Director Andrew Henley said, quote, while it seems we have a lot further to go, another generous donor, has made a remarkable pledge. A library patron is offering a dollar-for-dollar match up to $50,000. Henley noted that the person who has requested anonymity has worked in the education field. The donor knows the importance of the library and has seen the positive effects on young scholars, he explained. The generous donation is beyond impactful. Those wishing to make a donation may go to ncdlc.org/elevate or send a check to the Newcastle Public Library at 207 East North Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. The checks must be made out to the Newcastle Public Library with the words Elevate in the memo line. All donations are tax deductible. So great story here from the Newcastle Public Library. Make sure you go check out their website and check out the Newcastle Public Library, of course, open 7 days a week. So, I'm Josh Horner, reporting live for NCTV45.
And Josh always keeping us informed on what's going on. Now, over the last few days, we've had snow flurries, rain, a lot of slushy type activity that I guess it's this time of year. But here's a little reminder. Allow 6 car lengths behind an operating snow plow. Be careful while driving and be alert. Now, with that being said, we're going to go to Josh, and he's going to tell us a little bit about winter driving.
Hello and welcome into NCTV45. Today we got a great story for you. Winter driving puts your skills to the test. 10 ways to keep you safe on dangerous highways during this winter season. Winter driving season is most challenging to our nerves, vehicles, and skills. The scenario is too familiar. Temperatures drop, snow falls, and ice forms. It's a losing trifecta. Slippery roads cause many of us to shudder behind the wheel. Our family commutes just became a treacherous nightmare. Snow and ice, meanwhile, aren't the only culprits. Fewer hours of daylight obscure our vision, and the sun's glare reflecting off the snow can have a blinding effect. Rapidly changing weather conditions make it essential drivers remain alert and vigilant. Here are 10 winter driving tips to help make the experience safe and less stressful. Monitor weather and travel conditions. Know the difference between a winter storm watch and winter weather advisory and how they could impact your plans. Think cautiously if you must drive in wintry conditions. Make sure your fuel tank is full. Clear all snow from your hood, roof, windows, and lights of your vehicle. Increase your following distance. Focus as far ahead as possible. Avoid hard braking. It could keep you from sliding into another vehicle or barrier. Not all vehicles respond similarly to icy, slippery roads. Familiarize yourself with the vehicle's braking system and traction. Don't panic if your vehicle becomes trapped in a storm or snowbank. Avoid exertion and exposure and stay in the vehicle. Try to avoid secondary roads and drive with caution. Measure your speed to road and weather conditions. Plan your route and make sure someone knows which way you will be traveling, your destination, and expected arrival time, especially when driving long distances. Report a safe arrival. Leave room for maintenance vehicles and plows. Remain at least 200 feet behind them. Carry a winter survival kit in the trunk or storage area of your vehicle. Fully charge your cell phone. And always keep a road map, flashlight, first aid kit, blanket, and shovel in your vehicle. And finally, and most importantly, drive slowly. Take your time. The posted speed limits are meant for dry pavement, not winter conditions. So, please make sure you stay safe out there this winter season. Reporting for NCTV45, I'm Josh Erner.
Why, thanks, Josh, as Josh updates us on that winter driving. Now, very important, what we're going to do is take this opportunity, take a break, and head over to Lawrence County 45 weather. Newswatch, keeping you informed, and this to keep in mind, January 20th, not this weekend, but the next weekend. The Now, Nourishing Others' Well-Being, in effect, 8:30, Town Mall, food for 1,600 families. Make sure you don't let anybody go hungry. This is a great thing, and we thank the Now Project, Linda Rupert, for all their concern. As we continue on, mark your calendars, the 27th Perennial Plant Exchange out in New Wilmington. We'll be telling you more about that. Union announcing their booster night at the races, February 17th, $35 per person. Doors open at 6, races begin at 7. We told you about the home buyer classes. Make sure you don't forget about that. As we continue on with Newswatch, time to get to some local events. And quite a bit going on this weekend. So let's kind of set the pace and tell you about them. Today at 4 o'clock, Bourbon Barbecue at Luvabella Winery. Also, head over to Luvabella. They have a lot of great, they have a new menu. It's really fascinating. Now, Kohler Brew Pub Blues Attack at 8 o'clock. King of Creek Starch Tournament. This at the SMPJ Lodge at SMPJ. That begins at 8. And karaoke at Riardo's. That begins at 9. As you head into the weekend, The Wait at Hops Asylum and Mandela Memories Workshop at the Art and Education at the Hoyt. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons Tribute Show will be at 8 o'clock at the Robbins Theater, and that's Saturday at 8. So make sure that you check out those great goings on. It's really some good stuff. Now, as we continue on with Newswatch, a reminder that LIHEAP, in effect, We're heading to some colder weather, and November 1st till April 5th, LIHEAP's in effect. If you're having issues with heating, paying for your heating, contact LIHEAP. They will work with you, and you can do that down at the county assistant's office. Newswatch rolling on and telling you before we go to weather about the plows, and that's not the shot I wanted to give you, and that isn't either, but we'll tell you about it anyway. Here you go. Allow 6 car lengths behind operating snow plows, and with that, okay, there are some safety tips that we have before we go to weather that you should know about, and I'm going to get you those as we speak. There we go. Sometimes it just works that way. Here's some if the power is out, and this from the PUC. Report outages to your utilities. Do not touch down trees, branches, or come in contact with power lines. Stay away from downed wires and anything near them. Give utility crews room to work safely. Watch for work areas. Use 911 for emergencies only. That very important. Now, let's go to Lawrence County 45 weather and see how your day is shaping up.
Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, Nctv45.
Come dine with us, come dine today. Come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Allie's Upper Crust.
We're having a party, and everybody's going to be eating. It's Allie's Upper Crust.
27553. It's Allie's Upper Crust.
Hello and welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. And well, let's see how the second half of your weekend's looking. Can you say cold? 16 in snow last night. Let's take a look at the local radar. Precipitation moving in. And national scene. A lot of cloud cover out there, a lot of wintry weather. So here is your forecast. Last night, snow, 16 degrees. Your Sunday, watch the Steelers, 22-10. It will feel chilly and cold. Your Monday, 22-13, Martin Luther King Day, as you bop into your Tuesday. 21-4, snow flurries about. Your Wednesday, looking like cold again, 17-12. You get some sunshine. That might make you feel better. But Thursday, 26-17, a little bump up in the temperature. Feels a little bit warmer in time for your Friday, 21-8, and cloud cover abounds. Here you go into your Saturday, 18-10. Back to that cold, chilly weather. Now, that was Lawrence County 45 weather. We're going to take a look at the weather chart and then hear from these great people who would like to hear from you. Hello, I'm Kay, and K is for Kimmel's. It's Kimmel's, home of the delicious, super mouth-watering strudels. Call Kimmel's for the best baked goods.
Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of NCTV45 Newswatch. As you get out and about today, make sure you tell a friend, and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, oh, geez, I don't watch a lot of TV, why, you tell them this. That's right, we're NCTV45 The Train, and we're available anytime on your time. A train that runs on your schedule. Why, that's NCTV45. Now, as you go through your day, make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. See you again real soon.
Standing in digital paradise, loving what we do and doing it for you. We're NCTV45.